Hey, what's going on YouTube? Jamo TV HD. We out here with the ROG Phone 2 and I've had it for like 6 months now. Now for me that's a long time to stick on one phone. But when you consider the specs and the hardware and just the literal build quality of this phone, you will see why. Let's go into the specs first of all. We got a Snapdragon 855 Plus, we got 12 gigabytes of RAM, 512 gigabytes of SSD storage, from the 6000 milliamp battery inside. So we got bare battery life going on there. Headphone jack, another USB-C port on the other side of the phone. So you got two of them because one is clearly just not enough. You got the 120 hertz screen, so you can go 90 hertz, 120 hertz, or you can battery save and go to 60 hertz. You've got Netflix in HDR, USB 3.0. You've got a double camera array on the back, so you've got a 48 megapixel main wide sensor, and you've got what I believe is a 16 megapixel ultra wide sensor. They're okay, but that's what it's got. Not to mention, guys, we've now got the upgrade to Android 10. So latest security fixes, latest this, latest that, it's all here. But let me tell you about what the phone really feels like day to day. Generally, the phone feels as snappy as when I first got it. Like literally just scrolling up, going through menus, going into Instagram, having a little scroll, going into Twitter, having a little scroll, switching back between the two, then probably going on to my emails, which I forgot that I opened yesterday. It's still in memory. Like the snappiness of the phone has just not stopped since I first got the phone. And that's one thing that I can't say about a lot of phones that I've had in the past. Also with the weight, when I first got the phone, I was like, damn, this thing is massive. Like holding it is a two-handed job and you don't want to let it drop. And you specifically, when you're holding your phone and you're texting like this at night, you definitely don't want to let this phone drop in your face because you're going to know about it and it's going to be an A&E thing. But with this phone, I feel like I've got used to it now. In fact, I've got used to it to the point where I hold other phones and I'm like, is this a child's phone? Like, what, what is this? Why is your phone so light and thin? Like, what's going on? Now, with the 512 gigabytes of storage, I have literally never run out of storage. I've got everything uploaded to Google Photos, but I have never cleared my phone storage because what's on Google Photos is already backed up. I've been a bit of a digital hoarder, I'm not going to lie, but the 512 gigabytes really allows you to do that. Like I think I've used about, let's see, I've used 345 gigabytes at the moment and I've still got, what does it say? 167 gigabytes left. Guys, this is that phone that you just don't have to clear. It says I've got 260 gigabytes worth of photos and videos that's already been backed up to Google Photos. I don't need that to be on the phone, but I've just not run into a warning which says, look, your phone's about to run out of memory. So I've just left it on there so that I've got the high quality original files on my phone to use as and when I need. Now the battery life, guys, the battery life is still the same it was when I first got the phone. Like when I first charged the phone, I thought, okay, this is taking a while to charge, but maybe it's because it's a big, massive battery. Like it's Quick Charge 4, which is one of the fastest quick chargers we've got at the moment, but it's got a 6000 milliamp battery. So it takes just under 2 hours to charge fully. But when it charges, guys, it stays charged. Like I literally go through a day. If I'm on 60 hertz mode, I'll go for a day. I'll probably have 65% battery left with about 6 to 7 hours worth of screen on time. Literally. And guys, I feel like 5 hours is just about passable for heavy use of your phone during the day. Anything 7 hours plus and you're making it into the next day kind of thing. I've become one of those annoying guys that'll be amongst my friends saying how much battery you guys got, how much battery you guys got. Cause I know that they have not got the same percentage as me. So yeah, the battery is just reliable and it's one of them phones that you can actually go out on the start of the day with 45% and probably come home with 15 to 25% if you're using it lightly. Now the gaming on this thing is wild. Like I've never thought about phone games in the context where I would actually sit down and play one for longer than 5 or 10 minutes. But with this thing, it's like it's another Nintendo Switch for me. I've been playing rally games. I didn't realize the quality of mobile games had come so far, in fact. Like I was playing PUBG the other day, Fortnite, playing Grid. A lot of games from the Nintendo Switch are also being ported to Android. It's crazy that phones these days have the power to push them fluidly at 60 frames per second and sometimes even at 90 to 120 hertz. But it does get warm when you're playing games. Like it gets kind of uncomfortably warm to the point of you have to either play it with a case on it or you have to play it in my little glap controller. Now the camera's a bit meh, you know. I really do like a phone with a good camera, but then again, I only upload my pictures to Instagram or Twitter or use the camera for filming video on YouTube, just like I'm using the LG V40 right now. But that's about it. So me saying that the camera is not good is okay, but then I'm not really blowing anything up to like a human sized like poster or anything. I feel the camera is good. It's okay. I feel like when it takes pictures and you see the picture, they look a bit bland, like they could have a little more saturation, but that's because I'm coming from a Huawei phone and Huawei oversaturate their photos. And not saying that's a problem. I kind of like an oversaturated photo. I like to see extremely green grass, extremely blue sky kind of thing. And you get more muted, dull colors in this. And it's not an issue. You can literally just quickly go to Google Photos and up the saturation or even up the saturation whilst you're editing it in the Instagram app. But I kind of like the way that my past phones, like the Google Pixel 3a, I would take the picture, upload it to Instagram, type a little something in the comment section, and then boom, like I wouldn't have to do any editing because I'd already be happy with how the picture looks. Now, the multimedia experience on this thing is wild, and it's been one of the few problems which is prohibiting me from upgrading my phone. We've got dual front-facing speakers, as I said earlier. Not a lot of phones have that situation going on for them at the moment, and the DAC in here is loud. It can literally work over Bluetooth. And that's dope because it means any headphones that you're using automatically get amplified and it just sounds louder. The voice quality is good. The sound quality is dope. The screen is 1080p. Admittedly, the screen is 1080p. So you can be in HDR10, but it's capped at 1080p. I feel 1080p is good enough. For me, I've been on 1080p. Sometimes though, I do look at the LG V40 and I'm like, yo, this 2K resolution does look nice. So yeah, it's a good phone. It does have a few negatives. Like, as I was saying before, it's quite slow to charge because the battery is so massive and it takes like nearly 2 hours. I think it's like 1 hour and 48 minutes. Whereas obviously there's phones that are coming out now that can charge fully in under an hour. And although when you do charge this fully, it's going to last you forever, I do prefer to have a phone that I can quickly top up, quickly get 100% and have a little quick 6-hour session on it kind of thing. Even if it doesn't make it to 7 hours or 7 hours plus like this phone does, at least I know if I need to top it up, I'll literally give it a 20-minute charge, get 50% of my battery back and keep it moving. And the other things are just remedial things that phones are starting to come out with now. Like I've looked at the OnePlus 8, I've been weighing up the options and, you know, obviously I've realized this is not waterproof. There's no IP rating, there's no wireless charging, and as I just said, there's no 2K screen. So that's one thing that you're going to have to consider when going for the ROG Phone 2. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Let me know what phones you guys got. Let me know if you've got the ROG Phone 2 and you've had any issues that I haven't mentioned. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Jamo out.